Hello everyone, since a lot of you are asking me about my entire experience of completing the ACCA with a World Rank 3 in Strategic Business Reporting paper, I decided that I'll just share my entire experience of doing ACCA, what were some of the reasons why I opted for ACCA, and what was my exam strategy that really helped me in order to get World Rank 3 and All India Rank 2 in the Strategic Business Reporting paper. So let's watch this entire video in order to understand my entire ACCA experience and what are the benefits and who should do ACCA ideally. But before we begin, I'd like to thank Tickertape for sponsoring this video. Tickertape is an amazing application in order to do your fundamental analysis. If you want to invest in the stock markets and if you're confused at where to start from, then you can just go to Tickertape and check all the ratios, check all the investor presentations and annual reports in order to strengthen your fundamental analysis. In fact, how many analysts are giving buy and sell recommendations on that particular stock, that is also being mentioned on Tickertape, and you can just click on the link given in the description box to download the amazing application. So first things first, what exactly is ACCA? So ACCA is Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. In simple words, it's nothing but CA of UK. Okay, if you are doing CA and if you want to do CA of other countries as well, then there's CPA in the United States of America, there's ACCA in UK. All of these are globally recognized. So the best part about ACCA is that it is globally recognized by more than 180 countries, and it will really help you in order to fetch good clients in the future if you want to start your own practice and if you want to get a good job in any company globally. This is definitely going to help you. So ideally, ACCA course, it's a simpler course as compared to the CA course. The reason being that the subjects which are there in ACCA, they are similar to the ones which are there in CA, and the passing percentage is ideally 45 to 50% in almost all the levels. So that increases your chances of passing, and therefore a lot of students clear their ACCA exams as compared to the students who clear their CA exams. Now these exams happen quarterly, so they happen in March, June, September and December, and the best part about this institute is that they have this computer based examination wherein you can give your examinations right from your home itself. So this has been one of the biggest advantages of the COVID situation, and I think I was able to capitalize on this advantage because, see, honestly, my writing speed is very slow and my typing speed is very, very fast. So I usually type 75 to 80 words in 1 minute and my writing speed is very, very slow. So this really worked out well for me, and I think that if you are a person whose typing speed is very nice, this is going to be the best exam for you because it's very comfortable. Okay, it's not that it's going to be on the computer, you'll have to type the formula, you'll have to use Excel sheet or Word document, or usually people prefer writing it on a piece of paper. Even I was a person who used to prefer writing on a piece of paper, but trust me, it's very simpler. Even if you're using a computer based exam, you just need to practice, and even if you're practicing 1 or 2 mock tests, it'll be comfortable for you to give that examination. So that is one of the best part of this institute. So ideally what happens is that there'll be a proctor and your webcam should be on. The technical testing requirement would be done before the examination, and the proctor is going to invigilate you for the entire 4 hours or 3 hours of paper depending on which exam you're giving. There'll be a 5-minute short break in that computer based examination, and where you can go to the washroom, and then you'll have to come back again. You'll have to ask the permission to the proctor, and then only you can take that break. So I sincerely wanted to thank ACCA Institute because of the computer based examination concept, and because of that only I was able to clear all the levels of ACCA as well. Now coming to the main part of the video, which is the strategy of all the subjects. So see, I am a chartered accountant and I had 9 levels exempt in ACCA. So there are 13 papers in total, out of which 9 of them were exempt because I had cleared all my CA examinations. So there are a lot of exemptions. Even if you are a graduate, then there are certain subjects which are exempt. You don't need to give them. Even if you are intermediate clear in your CA exams, then I think even certain subjects are exempt depending upon what qualification you have. So since I cleared my CA exams, out of 13, 9 levels were exempt and I had to give only 4 levels of the professional sets. So basically I had to give 4 papers, that is strategic business reporting, strategic business leadership, and there are 4 papers out of which we have to select 2. So I had selected AFM and APM. AFM is advanced financial management, APM is advanced performance management. So AFM is nothing but SFM of your CA finals, APM is nothing but costing of your CA finals, SBR, which is strategic business reporting, it is nothing but FR, which is completely related to the Ind AS, because now you know that Ind AS have been implemented and IFRS and IAS and Ind AS are almost very similar. So you won't need to learn new things, it's just that you'll need to learn some new concepts. That's not going to take a lot of time. And there's this 4th paper, which is strategic business leadership, which contains a lot of practical questions, and you just need to read a lot of annual reports in order to clear that exam. So I'll share my strategies for all these 4 subjects. So for all these 4 subjects, what I had done is that I had ordered Kaplan book of exam kit and revision kit as well. So there's this exam kit, a very thick exam kit, which contains all the chapters and all the concepts which are there, and then there's the revision kit, which is the practice exam kit, where there are a lot of past paper questions. So what I had done ideally was that I had ensured that I'll just start with the revision kit because of the fact that I had done all my syllabus in my CA already. So I started with the revision kit and I ensured that I finish off that revision kit in a span of 2-3 days itself, because that wasn't going to take a lot of time. So trust me, I have not taken more than 3-4 days of preparation for each exam, but be cautious that I'm not telling you that you should also take 3-4 days, but you should be confident that you've taken ample amount of time and you have completed that entire revision set before going to that examination. So I had ordered these Kaplan books, exam kit, revision kit. I had done the revision kit, I didn't get time to do the exam kit. And before the examination, it's very important that you give at least 1 or 2 mock tests. I had given 4 mock tests before my examination, and those mock tests were very simple in terms of I just had to type the answer and I used to quickly check them with the answers given in the model answer sheet. So there's this website testreach.com. At my time it was this Testreach, and I used to give the mock test, that is the specimen paper from this website itself. So you should definitely give at least 1 or 2 mock tests in order to understand how a computer based examination works if you're planning to give a CBE. But even if you're giving a writing based exam, you should at least give 1 mock test paper, because you need to understand that you'll have to finish off all the papers within the given and the stipulated time. So this is very important, that you should give at least 1 or 2 mock tests and just ensure that the revision kit is done. Now, one day before the examination, if you can just make your own revision notes which you need to revise, or maybe mark your questions in the revision kit itself, you should only solve or revise those questions itself. So what I had done is that I just marked some questions as R for revise, and I just revised these questions in that revision kit itself. That really helped me in order to score good marks in my paper as well. So for AFM, focus more on the practical aspect. I did not take taxation and auditing because my costing and FM is very strong. For AFM, focus on the practical aspect. For APM, there's theory as well. You need to focus on the theoretical concepts, learn all the bullet points which are there. Wherever you find bold wordings in the exam kit or revision kit, you should just ensure that you learn all of them. And I think for SBR, what is important is that you need to practice sums. There are a lot of sums of consolidation, or there are a lot of sums of business combination which are there in our CA final as well. I think you should revise those sums before the examination. And finally for SBL, I am telling you, SBL's book was this thick and I did not get time to read that book. But trust me, I read a lot of annual reports because that is my work. And I had read a lot of annual reports before giving that SBL paper, and that really helped me in order to draft my answers. So SBL paper is very practical. You need to draft. Okay, the questions are going to be like, draft a report, you have to send it to the CEO and write the talking points which are going to write in the email, or maybe write some talking points which are going to state in the meeting. These are the practical questions. So I work in a multinational conglomerate. This is the daily work that we have to draft all these emails and all these things to the CEO, or maybe to the corporate function head. So this really helped me. I did not have to study that entire thick book, but trust me, if you have that habit of reading annual reports, then I think it's going to play very well for you. So SBL paper is all about reading annual reports, and you should have that mindset of just drafting very good emails in terms of writing what is required, and in terms of just writing very short and crisp emails and not just extending it to a very large answer. So that is very important. I think, yeah, this is it about all the strategies for all the 4 subjects. So if you are interested, you can definitely do this course. I found this very, very nice course in terms of not only clearing it, but even in terms of the global opportunities which are open for me as of now. So if you are interested and if you really want to have that global exposure, or maybe if you want some international clients in the future, if you want to set up your own practice, you can definitely pursue this course. And the passing percentage, it's much higher as compared to your CA course. So it is going to help you in order to clear this examination as well. Now, a lot of students were asking me that I'm not able to do CA. Should I quit CA and go for ACCA? It ultimately depends upon your end goal. You want to have an international exposure, and if you think that CA is not working out for you, then it's absolutely alright to just quit CA and go for ACCA, because that is absolutely okay. You'll get a good exposure in terms of getting a good job in ACCA, and if you clear that ACCA exam, I think clearing an ACCA exam would be better than not clearing the CA exam. So having that intermediate background of CA, that would be worse as compared to having that ACCA qualification. So you should definitely go for this course, and I think it is going to play out very well for you in terms of understanding the concept and preparing only for 3-4 days before the examination if you have cleared your CA exams. So that is it for this video. I hope this video was useful for all of you. If you have any queries about this course, or maybe if you have any queries which you want me to answer, you can just comment them below in the comment section. As and when I get time, I'll reply to all your comments. And I hope that this video was useful for all of you. If you do like this, share it with all your friends and subscribe to my channel so that I can create more videos for all of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.